Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be going over a few teams, probably like 2 or 3, and going over who should be the best teams for the new limit breaker that'll be dropping on the 1st. Hopefully I actually have time to do a video, because last month I completely forgot until like 2 weeks after, but let's just go over a few teams. Let me know down below who you're going to be using, and let's just hop right on in. So it's going to be from the 1st, and then I think it leaves on like the 20th or something, so you got like 2 or 3 weeks. And then for slot 1, it's kind of obvious immediately who it's for. You need an Arrancar technique character, because you can only bring a technique character, a melee character, and then obviously if they have Arrancar killer, they'll get the killer effect times 8, which is kind of crazy. I think this is the first time we've had a killer effect times 8. And then also there is freeze on the ground, so you're going to want someone that is immune to freeze. Obviously it's for the new swimsuit Bambietta. If you want to get the best character, it's obviously going to be her. Unfortunate because maybe you're gonna skip it, so that's why I'm saying it's kind of unfortunate that it's only for that character. It's very annoying that they made it technique only, because otherwise they know exactly who you would use here. It'd be Kilgay, and they don't want that. It's definitely mainly made for Bambietta. Slot 2, Hollow Killer, a power character, power attribute damage times 2, melee damage times 2, and then killer effect times 5. Also has poison on the field. This is obviously going to be made for the new Mugetsu Ichigo. So there we go, we have a use for him. Outside of guild quests and whatnot, we have a limit breaker for him. Kind of funny that they released basically 2 limit breaker characters this month. I mean, honestly, I don't mind it if one of them's a premium, because that means it's gonna be another really good premium character in the pool, so that way when you summon for tickets around Annie, you should have a really good chance at getting, or a better chance at getting something good. And then for slot 3, it's kind of open, but you would mainly want a technique character that's ranged, and likely immune to burn. The Quincy Killer, I don't think really matters, especially when I show you who the technique ranged Quincy Killers are. You are not going to want to use them. I checked earlier, it's awful. But yeah, in my opinion, I think that this is going to be the team I am going to be using, or I might, obviously, I don't have the swimsuit Bambietta, so it depends if I actually end up pulling her. I'll be going a few steps, but I think that this would be the best team: swimsuit Bambietta, Mugetsu Ichigo, and then either Quincy Ichigo, or mainly for the recharge on his kit every time you go through a room, so that way the Bambietta will have her strong attacks ready whenever she's getting to the next room. Or you could use 1000 year Blood War Aizen. I think Aizen would be a very good choice, because there is burn on the ground. He's a ranged character. The killer, it's whatever, because he doesn't get a huge bonus from it. But Aizen is, he was really good in the last summer breaker he was used for instead of Rengiku, and it looks like he's still going to have a use here. Or if you're not going to summon for the Bambietta, since it's a Arrancar speed enemies, you won't be getting the melee damage times 2, but what you could end up doing is literally just doing this. And then you could probably move the backline character to a different character. Maybe you could use like Rukia, the Parasol Rukia, because she does have the recharge. That way maybe your Mugetsu could get a bit more recharge like this. And then that way Aizen is still doing really good damage because of his normal attack damage. Mugetsu is just an absolute powerhouse, best power character in the game in my opinion. Most fun, at least. I think he's better than Oak, but either way, still a top tier character. And since it's hollow enemy, he's going to be having the increased Thou Summon chance. He increases the team party's increased strong attack damage as well. He 100% SP boost. Marauder, you know, weakened defense, bombardment. He's going to be an absolute nuke. He's going to be insane. So you could just do something like this. Or another potential alternative is maybe you want to go around this route and have, you know, 2 huge bombs on the field. Maybe you do something like this. Maybe you go swimsuit Bambietta, Mugetsu, and then Yuha. So that way you get that second soul bomb going. You could definitely do something like that. Also, you do have to keep in mind, I'll go over the Bambietta's kit, by the way, because maybe you just don't know. Bambietta's kit is actually pretty good. She has the Arrancar killer, obviously. Soul trait is minus 14% strong attack recharge. Innate skills are sprint plus 1. Freeze duration minus 100%. Havoc plus 20. The enemy defeated bonus. If you defeat 25 enemies, you get a team party killer effect plus 20. I don't know why it's only 1 defeat bonus. Like, I guess it's kind of nice because you don't have to defeat that many. But in Limit Breaker and Guild Quest, you could easily get like 40 kills before you have to blitz through the final phase, you know? Especially in like GQ. I think there's like 50 enemies. So it's like the final wave. You would get like the defeat 40 enemies and then get like an extra boost to like really blitz through that tankier boss, you know? But then she has the attainable skills of Berserker at 40%, Debilitator at 5 seconds. She has Long Stride, SP boost of 80%, melee damage plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ. I really wish it was like plus 30 in GQ and Limit Breaker, because then she'd be even better. But oh well. And then she has Devastation plus 60, so pretty good Soul Bomb. Increased Shadow Summon chance against her wrong cards. She has Marauder, Killer Effect plus 30 or plus 50 in GQ. And then Frenzy plus 2 or plus 3 in Guild Quest. She's going to be an absolute insane character in GQ. I have a feeling like almost every single strong attack, realistically, should get her the SP boost, considering she'll have Frenzy 3 and increased Shadow Summon chance against every single wave of enemies, which is insane. So, kind of curious if giving her is there a 40% SP boost for Technique? I actually don't think so. I think Technique and Heart are missing one. So, oh well. But yeah, she's going to be absolutely insane for Limit Breaker and GQ. So yeah, but yeah, maybe you could do something like this, you know, use Bambi. Gotta go back to the Technique characters. You know, you go Bambi, Mugetsu, and then Yuha. Just 3 really insane powerhouse characters. Like, Yuha has complete status immunity, so he doesn't have to worry. Ichigo has complete status immunity, and then Bambi's immune to freeze. You don't have to worry about anything about that. Yuha obviously won't get any of the... Is there even a bonus on slot 3? I mean, there's range damage, but, like, I think Yuha is good enough to not need the range damage bonus, like, just because of his extra Soul Bomb. And I'm pretty sure his bonuses are actually just selfish, though, aren't they? Yeah, it's only his, but still, I think it's good enough to just giving you an extra Soul Bomb, especially if you Soul Bomb with Bambietta Bombardment. No. So maybe just Soul Bombing twice with Ichigo, since he has Bombardment and Weaken Defense. You know, could do something like that. And then, I mean, you could use Rangiku. You could if you really wanted to. You won't get the melee damage times 2. I also don't think she's the greatest, but she would definitely be better than a lot of the other characters that you could use, because you really want the Hollow Killer. They're really ramming that home, because if you go to Technique characters that have a Hollow Killer, oh, you could use Quincy Ichigo. You could use Quincy Ichigo in slot 1, and then maybe Aizen in slot 3 if you really wanted. I didn't realize he was a Hollow Killer. Retsu might be a decent option if she's really built, but I don't recommend it, to be honest. I think she's just kind of outdated at this point, especially if you're trying to go fast. She has an SA3 charge, so that takes a little bit too long to charge up. Yeah, obviously they're a bit more, like, for power hollows. Let's change that up a little bit. Power hollow, you could use 8th anniversary Ichigo. You could use Yamamoto. Maybe 5th anniversary Ichigo. Maybe. I mean, you don't need a Hollow Killer. You don't need him. So if we just take off Hollow Killer and we go for a melee character, power melee. Yikes. There are like no good power melee characters except for Mugetsu. Literally the only one. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. What are the range characters? I mean, you could go with Saki or Ulk, I guess. Maybe Rukia. I mean, she does fine. But, I don't know. Power is still iffy. Power is still very iffy. They don't have any insane, like, absolutely cracked beyond broken characters besides, like, Mugetsu at this point. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah. And then slot 3, you can bring anyone Rampage. Any character with Rampage or anything like that, or the insane enemy defeated bonus would be fine. So, like, Ishin, maybe a Kangdu, you know, he'd be really good. Veruca wouldn't be terrible. Yuha, Ichigo would be really insane. Ichibei, you know, any of these characters. These two might be okay. Rukia is probably the best for slot 3, or like that's her best spot. I'm not gonna lie, just because she doesn't get held back by her having a melee SA2, and she does have the recharge for power characters, and then the Rampage, Kyogei, obviously, Unohana, White, you know, some of those characters, and I mean Bruno, Macy, they wouldn't be bad, but yeah, they definitely limited it to what you can actually use, especially because slot 2 is always power, man. I swear. It's always power, so it's like there's the most held back technique or the most held back attribute at this point, and it's so iffy trying to get characters for it. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys are gonna be using. So yet again, what I said, I'm going to be using either Candace or Quincy Ichigo. I didn't realize he was a Hollow Killer. Mugetsu, and then I will probably be using either Aizen or like Yuha or something just to really blitz down the waves. That is how I am going to do it. So, yeah. Yet again, let me know what you guys are going to be using. Take care. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Best of luck if you are going to be summoning, by the way, for the Bambietta, Candace, and Menina's banner. I will be doing a few steps. Hopefully I can get the character I want. Take care. Peace out.